Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture is titled Young Moon and Sister Stars. So what do we see here? Well, we see first of all our moon. Now this is actually a thin crescent moon, and you can see the actually illuminated portion is down to the bottom. That's the portion that is being directly illuminated by the sun and what you would likely see if you were looking out in the sky. Now you can actually see the rest of the moon illuminated as well. That is illuminated by what we call earth shine. And that is light that travels from the sun, strikes Earth's atmosphere, is reflected to the moon, and then back to Earth. So it's not direct sunlight, and therefore it's going to look a little bit fainter. There's not as much light getting there. But when you have a longer exposure, as we have here, you're overexposing the actual illuminated part of the moon, we can actually see that portion of our moon. So in reality, especially we tend to see this with a thin crescent moon because the moon itself is not overwhelmingly bright, but this could actually occur at any time when part of the moon is not directly illuminated. Any other phase we can see this, it's mostly associated with the crescent phase. Now below that we see the Pleiades star cluster, a nice open cluster of stars prominent in the constellation of Taurus. And we're kind of zoomed in here looking at this, so we're seeing it a little more spread out than you might be used to seeing it. The Pleiades, again, is an open star cluster, which means it's a relatively young cluster. The stars are maybe a few 100 million years old, not billions of years old as they are in other star clusters. Now, this image was taken several days ago on April the 19th. At that point, the moon would have been 2 days old. A new moon is when the moon starts, so each day after that is the age of the moon. By the time you get up to about 7 days, that would be first quarter. 14 days would be pretty close to full moon. Now, seeing the moon and the Pleiades here together is called a conjunction, when two astronomical objects are relatively close to one another in the sky. And these are occurring regularly right now because of the positioning of our moon's orbit, and it will come close to the Pleiades each month. Although, depending on the phase of the moon, it will then tell you how easy it is to see. When it's a thin crescent, then it's not overwhelmingly bright, and the Pleiades are easier to see. Now, the other thing we see is the glow around the moon, which was actually known as a lunar corona. And that is caused by ice crystals in Earth's atmosphere. And we can also see other clouds around there surrounding the moon and the Pleiades in our image today. So that was our picture of the day, titled Young Moon and Sister Stars. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.